In at number 5 for the best underrated weapons in Battlefield 5, we've got the Japanese Type 11 LMG. A very unique weapon in terms of how it looks visually, but also a very unique weapon in terms of how it actually works, as you can see with the traditional magazine or clips being loaded into that hopper which is on the side of the gun. It's a very underrated gun for a number of reasons. The 3x scope which you get on the gun, as you can see in this clip, is very clear and pinpoint. It gives you a perfect visual representation of any enemy which you are looking at, which is good for obviously maintaining high accuracy and visibility of what you're shooting at. Aside from the slow reload time, 30 rounds is more than enough, especially in comparison to guns like the KE7, the FG42, the BAR, the LS26, which all hold 25 rounds or less. It's got a very good damage model over range, as well as a very manageable rate of fire and therefore recoil pattern, which you can see makes it perfect for long range engagements as well, which is also complemented by its absolutely perfect tap fire ability at long range too. In at number 4, we have got the RSC semi-automatic sniper rifle. Now, if you had seen my how to turn the RSC into a godlike weapon, as well as the following 126 kill game on Marita with it, then you would know why I've included this weapon in this list. It has a perfectly clean and visible front post, as you can see on its iron sight, which makes it perfect for aggressive scout gameplay. You will know its only downside is that it has a massive damage drop off over range, often taking 3 rounds to kill. But if you use it aggressively up close and you change the iron sight, you only get the positives with this weapon. In comparison to all the other semi-auto snipers in the game, it's got the joint highest magazine capacity with 6 rounds. It's got one of, if not the fastest fire rates, which of course makes it a much more viable option in close range engagements. And the fire rate gets close to some of the semi-automatic rifles in the game, which all require 3 body shots to kill, whereas this gun now comes close to the fire rates of those guns, but has 2 body shots to kill. Furthermore, you've also got the bayonet, which is an additional help in close range. In at number 3, we have got the MP34 SMG in the medic class. Now, many people don't know this, but this is one of the most versatile guns in the game. At close range, medium range, and even in the medic class, one of the best at long range capability. It has a 32 round magazine and a good reload time to be able to compete with all of the other SMGs in its class, while also having a high damage output to offset that low rate of fire, also having a very manageable recoil pattern, meaning that all 32 rounds, along with the high damage and slow fire rate, can be utilized to get higher kill potential than some of the faster fire rate SMGs in the medic class. It is also one of the only SMGs in the medic class to have a bayonet charge option in the specializations tree, which allows you to get out of really close quarters sticky situations against high time to kill weapons. And you can also see here that with that tap fire, which is not even in semi-auto mode, as you can see in these clips, is very accurate, giving it great long range capability and easy headshots. A very versatile all-round gun, which a lot of people genuinely overlook. In at number 2, we've got the Breda, or the Breda, however it's pronounced, and this is also going to be one of the most versatile gun options in the game. Being very unique, as it is the only burst fire gun in the game and of its time period. When choosing the correct side of the specializations tree, which includes reducing the amount of time between bursts, the gun can be made to be like any other full auto gun in the game. It does pack quite a bit of visual recoil up and to the right, especially when using the higher zoom of the 3x scope. However, you can see it does have a very clear and very good visibility on the 3x scope, and is a perfect choice when considering that this gun is good enough on its own as a semi-automatic weapon in semi-automatic fire mode, which you can see in these following clips. Versatility here being shown, changing from burst fire mode into semi-automatic fire mode in the middle of a gunfight for pinpoint accuracy on this enemy. As a semi-automatic fire mode weapon, it is good enough to compete with all the other semi-auto guns in the game. The 20 rounds with a quick reload of the magazine is more than enough to compete with all of the other semi-autos in terms of their magazine capacities as well as their fire rates. This therefore makes it one of the best close to medium range semi-automatic rifles you can go for in the game. Do you agree with my top 5 underrated weapons list in Battlefield 5 so far? Leave your comment below for your top 5 and let's get into the number 1. In at number 1, we've got the Selbstlader 1916 semi-automatic assault rifle. A gun which lacks in the side of fire rate in compared to its other semi-automatic weapons within its class. However, it makes up for that more than enough in every other department. It has a great damage drop-off range, which allows it to maintain that 3 body shots to kill, along with 2 headshots to kill, and even which some semi-automatic rifles do not have, is the 1-shot headshot, 1-shot body shot to kill. It also has super low recoil with a fast reloading 26-round magazine, which when considering only body shots, allows the whole magazine to get a maximum of 8 to 9 kills, which is perfect for massive flanks. A must try.
Everything I touch turn cold. Need no introduction cause they know Breda M1935 I hit the lotto, my motto, roll up gelato and throttle a couple models staccato who fucking brought up